Hey everyone, today I'm coming to you with a review on the brand new Koska Reeves Target exclusive / Toys R Us exclusive TVC figure, and the not as brand new but still new Katan Kryze TVC figure mainline release. These two figures I decided to put into one video because, they go together well, and I have both of them, so I might as well. And, I got her recently, so I was like, I could just do a video on her and Migs, but I feel like it'd be cool if I just did it on Katan, even though it's an older figure, and Koska Reeves. Not that old, but I just think they go very well together, and I think it's cool to, maybe do a video about them. They are basically the same mold, and I'll get into that in the video. Speaking of which, let's get into the review. So each of them only come with one accessory besides the gun, which is each of their heads. So obviously you can see her helmet here, but you can also see she comes with her unmasked Koska Reeves head, which I'll get into more, but I just want to show this first and then show the packaging. Oh, and I just broke that. And then Katan, which that is just a phenomenal head sculpt. But anyway, TVC, standard packaging, cool pieces of art that they chose. I think this is her, or Koska Reeves in the finale, and then this is Katan in episode 3 of season 2. You can see on the back, same exact, oh, not the same exact figures. We have the other exclusives. I really want to get Axwell soon, but he is not hit yet. But that is those two. This is one thing I want to go over very quickly, which I find interesting. So I go back and forth on whether or not these are the same head sculpt, just different colors. I mean, I don't know, because I know the Black Series ones were different, as you can see. The Koska Reeves one was obviously just a lot longer compared to, and it's just a different shape overall compared to the Katan. But these two look like they're the same. However, this visor does go up and down, or this, whatever you call it, rangefinder, goes up and down. And this one, I don't know if it does and it's just glued, but it does not. It is kind of broken right now, so I don't want to be touching it that much. It is very bent. I'll have to fix that, but it does not seem to move. So just keep that in mind. Maybe yours does, but mine definitely does not. But like I said, I do want to show the phenomenal head sculpts. We'll start off with Katan. They just did an amazing job. This is better, in my opinion, than Black Series. You can see the Black Series head sculpt here. This one, the helmet's gone on and off, so it's kind of worn down, but I definitely like this one more, especially because you don't need to smush the helmet on. That's why they made the hair so flat on the Black Series. You just get an alternate head to put on and off, which I appreciate a lot more than I think you would think. Then you have Koska Reeves, which honestly they did a great job. I do like the Black Series one more for some reason. I don't know. I think they did a little better job there because they put the hair, they didn't like paint over it. It was like a different mold. It looks like this, they kind of painted over it, and it just, there's some splotching, so it kind of takes away from the figure, but not that much. But yeah, that is the Koska Reeves head sculpt. Looks amazing, and she has her ponytail on the back. They both have their jetpacks. The only other difference is Koska Reeves only is included with one of her guns instead of 2 with Katan, which is interesting because obviously that makes sense. She only has the one holster, but the Black Series one came with 2. So something interesting that I noticed, but nothing too crazy. Obviously, they're exactly the same figure, minus a few things, just like she has 2 holsters and she only has 1, but it has the same boots, which it shouldn't have. They should be different, but they are not. I remember that was a big thing with the Black Series version, is the boots were inaccurate. But, oh well, it looks like Koska Reeves. And I'll be looking up here most of the time. I won't be staring at the legs, or the lower half of the legs, I guess. But the jetpacks have a bit of different paint. But other than that, they are basically the same mold, just some different paint. So when I do the articulation next, I'm only going to go over one because there's really no point. They're exactly the same. So speaking of which, let's get into the articulation. So I'm going to go over the Koska Reeves articulation. So the head goes up that much, goes down that much, to the side, full 360. And then I'll put this helmet on. This goes full 360, up, down, that movement. Arms go out that much. They go full, well, full-ish 360. Well, yeah, not full-ish. They do go full 360, but when I say ish, I mean this gets in the way. I like this a lot because the Black Series one put the pauldron or the shoulder pads on the arms, which would go underneath when you would bend it in. And one of mine broke off, and I have to glue it back on, so I definitely like this more in my opinion, but that might just be me. Single jointed elbows, which also rotate, and then the hands go up, down, full 360, horizontal or vertical hinges on both. And then the ab crunch doesn't go down that much because the Beskar gets in the way. Back a little bit, to the side, full 360, legs kick forward that much. They go back, which is great. You can do the splits that much. Obviously, this leg doesn't go as much because of the holster, but it does go. Just you have to move it up. There is an upper thigh cut, single jointed knees, which also have rotation. And then the ankles go up, down, and ankle rocker pivot. So that is the articulation on Bo-Katan and Koska Reeves because they are identical. So let's get on to some comparisons. So for comparisons, I actually have a lot of figures here that I want to compare them next to, but here we have the brand new Death Watch Mandalorian. Now, I do believe he is going to be, or Axe Woves is going to be a repaint of most of this figure, I believe. Don't quote me on it. So this is kind of what the three of them will sort of look like, which is awesome. It's crazy that we already have these three in TVC. Well, minus Axe Woves, but he's coming. At least we have him revealed. And then here we have the Clone Wars Ahsoka, which obviously goes really well with the Bo-Katan. The Mandalorian outfit for Bo-Katan is so similar to the Clone Wars one, in my opinion. I just, I think I treat it as if it's the same because to me it very much is. Here we have Snowy Mando. I really want to get that new convention exclusive with the Dark Trooper and like all the effects with the Mandalorian. I just think that'd be really cool to have, so I don't need to always have a Snowy Mando. Here we have the Ahsoka from the Mandalorian next to them. Oh, there they go. This one's important. Here we have Season 7 Maul next to Bo-Katan. That's crazy to have those two together. And then I guess we can do Reva, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but she's here. And then the final ones are actually, we have, this is really cool. We got the tag team. The final TVC ones here, which is the ones I want to show. And then I want to show these two fight in that scene, so that's cool to have them. I want to show them next to the real versions, or the Black Series versions, because these are both real. But you can see that the Black Series one is using a lighter shade of the color, but this one is a lot darker, but still both very cool figures. And then Bo-Katan is obviously using, oh yeah, also using a lighter color. So I do think the TVC is more accurate in that way, but still love the Black Series versions. But yeah, that is all I have for comparisons of the two. Let's get on to my final thoughts. Actually, wait, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I forgot to do this in the Reva review. I can't believe I forgot to do this, but there is Obi-Wan next to Reva. Anyway, final thoughts time. So overall, my final thoughts on these two TVC figures is I am blown away by these two. These are the premium quality that TVC is nowadays, and they just knocked it out of the park. They are both entirely new sculpts. Well, one is an entirely new sculpt, and then one is just reused. So they're both technically new sculpts, and that new sculpt is absolutely amazing. It is basically just a miniaturized Black Series figure, and the way that they went about doing the TVC versions, I am very happy with, especially how you get the extra heads instead of the helmets going over the head. So I'm just overall very happy with that. But the Koska Reeves is definitely going to be harder to find because she is a Target exclusive and a Toys R Us exclusive in Canada, but I recommend both of these so much. They just go so well together. Even just Bo-Katan alone is an amazing TVC figure. Might be in the top 5 of all time, in my opinion. They've just been doing some really good ones recently, but overall, I'm going to give them the same rating, so I'm going to give both of these a 9.6 out of 10. I think they are phenomenal. My only problems is I wish the rangefinder on Bo-Katan actually like went up and down. Maybe that's just mine, let me know, but I find that it's kind of breaking off, so I don't want to move it anymore. I don't know, it feels weird. But yeah, I love these figures so much. 9.6 out of 10. As always, I have been Jagger Collector, and I will see you in my next video, which hopefully will be a Marvel figure, because I like doing the Star Wars Marvel. However, I do not have a lot of Marvel figures to review at the moment. However, I do have a lot of Star Wars ones to review. So I think I might just push out a bunch of Star Wars ones, but we will see. But until then, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.